Hello, guys. Hello. Hi, Daddy Pew. Hello. Please hear me out. Please hear me out. Who is watching? Let me know. Hello, guys. Welcome to my live show. Who is watching? Please let me know. Let me know if you're watching. Let me know if you're watching, guys. Please. First person. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Daddy Pew, I'm here. Wow, Nangesune, I'm here. Hello. Arnold. Okay. Hey, Mr. Arnold. Thank you for coming in. First person to turn in. Okay, please share my video out. Daddy Q, please share me out. Share waiting. Okay, Mr. Arnold, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Please share me out. Mr. Arnold, please can you share me on Facebook? Please, can you share me on Facebook? Let me wait for the others to join in. Please. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much, Mr. Arnold from Uganda. Okay. Thank you for joining in. Share me on Facebook, please. Nangesone, please share me on Facebook. Hello. Please share me out. Let's wait for the other people to join in. While I'm rounding up with something, please let's wait for the other. Ah. If I don't see Dr. Tima here, I'll be very angry. Who, who is watching? Who is watching? Oh my. Share me out, please. Oh, okay. Please, if you're in, let me know. Please say something. Let me know you're around, please. I can see 5 amazing people in the building. Okay. Hey guys, please, 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 please. I'm still waiting. We have 5. I'm still waiting for a number of people to join if I start. Because if I start, it's calculation. So if I start, um, it will not be able. Okay. All right. It will be difficult to catch up if I start without. Hello. Oh my God. I'm still in. Oh my God. How do I share this out? MSN thank you so much. Please thumbs up the MSN please share me out. Please, please share me out. Share me out. Share me out. Let others join. Please, I'm counting on you. Thank you very much. How are you? Thank you, sir. All right. Um. Wow. Okay, share me out, please. I am waiting. Thank you, Mr. Arnold. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Okay, I can see a number of people in the building, so there's no need waiting. Let me just run on with something. Okay, so okay, no problem, Mr. Okay, no problem. Answer TV, you'll be off and on. Thank you for joining in. Okay, for those that are coming in for the very first time, this is Ako Yvette. I'm sorry I will have to be stressing because where I am, I position the camera in such a way that you can see the board. I don't know if you can see clearly. If you can see what I've written on the board, please let me know. I know it will not be easy for you to see well, or but I'm hoping you understand what I've written here. So if you see what I've written here, please let me know. Okay, so if you're coming in for the very first time, please thumbs up the vote, thumbs up the vote. Um, for those that are watching me for the very first time, this is Ako Ifed, and this channel is meant in giving knowledge in accounting. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know, please. Oh my God, where is Daddy Pew? I can't believe you. Oh. Please just be a little bit patient. I'm sure others are coming. Whew. Okay, so let's start. Like I said, this channel is meant in giving knowledge in accounting as well as other subjects. We also give advice to students out there. Um, Spencer, I, that means that oh my God, I will be very angry. I was almost getting angry. Yeah. Okay, so if you can hear me, please let me know. If you can hear me, please let me know. Okay. Okay, guys. So I believe you can see the board very well. So um, if you are a business person, if you are a student, and you really want to understand, I know a student. If you are a student, I believe if you are in opposite or university and you are a commercial student, I believe you have heard of FIFO before. You've heard of the FIFO before, especially if you're offering or if you're taking accounting. I believe you've heard of the FIFO method before. Yeah. So if you are a student or if you're a businessman, businesswoman, wherever you are, and you really want to use the FIFO method or you want to apply the FIFO method in your business, now, I want to show you how you can actually calculate your cost of goods sold using the FIFO method. All right. I want to show you how you can actually calculate the your cost of goods sold using the FIFO method, as well as getting your ending inventory. Okay. But before I start, I would like to plead with you. If you haven't thumbs up the hope, please thumbs me up. Give me a thumbs up, please. Give me a thumbs up. Daviki TV. Hi, host. Thank you so much, Daviki. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you very much, mommy. Thank you. Okay, so this this topic I'm about to teach is not all about you being an accounting student or you being a student. If you are a business person, if you're a business person, and like I said, you really want to know how you can apply the FIFO method into your business, then this video is for you. Okay, this video is for you. But like I said before I start, I want to plead with you, thumbs me up, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor and subscribe so that each time I bring new videos, educative and informative videos like this, you'll be the first to get. YouTube will be able to send you a notification so that you will be able to watch the video at your convenience. All right. And for those that have students as their daughters, as their brothers, as their sisters that are offering accounting or management or doing a commercial as a whole, please recommend my channel to them so that they will be able to learn some lessons from my videos. All right. And I will be starting with management, like I said in my previous video, very soon. So if you have anybody advanced level management for that matter. So if you have anybody that is offering management, be it in high school or in the university, please recommend my video to that person because I will be starting management, advanced level management from scratch. So I will be assuring you if the person follow up with my lectures, I assure you that this person is definitely going to get a good grade at the end of his or her exam. All right. Now, without wasting much of your time, let's go straight into the deal of today. Now, you can see I've written some things here on the board, and I really hope you can see. If not, I will just have to read it out. Okay. I will just have to read it out for you to understand. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, we want to see how we can actually calculate cost of goods sold, ending inventory using the FIFO method. Now, when we talk of cost of goods sold, what do we mean here? Cost of goods sold simply refers to the direct cost that is involved in producing the goods that the company is selling. All right. So, cost of goods sold is all about the direct cost involved in producing the goods that the company is selling. Now, this cost is all about the cost of materials that are involved. That's the materials that are being used in producing these goods. That's the cost. Yeah. And then also the labor that is involved in producing these goods. So the cost of labor, the cost of materials would would involve what we call cost of goods sold. Okay. Now, when we talk of inventory, what do we mean? In a very simple way, inventory is simply goods that are ready for sale in a company. Okay, goods that are ready for sale in a company is what we call inventory, or you can call it stock. Now, when we talk of ending inventory simply refers to the goods that are available at the end of each accounting period. All right. So at the end of each accounting period, where everything is being calculated, okay, the goods that are available at that moment or after that accounting period is what we call the inventory or ending inventory. It's what we call ending inventory. So the goods that are available for sale or ready for sale is what we call inventory or stock. And then the goods that are available after the accounting period or after the financial period is what we call ending inventory. So I just want you to understand these terms so that I will be able to show you how you can actually calculate your cost of goods sold and your inventory or your ending inventory using the FIFO method. Now, when we talk of FIFO, what are we talking about? FIFO simply means first in, first out. Okay, FIFO is an abbreviation. Okay, and its full meaning is first in, first out. Okay, so when you hear of first in, first out, what comes in your mind? I believe you can actually figure out some things when you hear first in, first out as far as goods in a company is concerned. I believe you can have a small idea of what I am talking about, even if you are not an accounting student, even if you are not a commercial student or a student at all. But if you are a business or man or woman, I believe if you hear first in, first out, as far as your goods are concerned, it's very simple. The full meaning of FIFO is very simple to understand. First in, first out. There is nothing difficult in it. I believe if you're a businessman or a businesswoman, I'm sure you'll be able to explain a little bit about this FIFO. Okay. Now, looking at how we can calculate our cost of goods sold. Now, I've written some things here. I talk of purchases. So now we are going to be dealing with purchases involved in pencils. Okay, we are going to be talking about purchases of pencils in this video. So we are going to be using pencils as the goods that is involved. Okay, so now we have purchases of pencils and we have sales of pencils. Now, if I am here to, okay, wow, Dr. Tima, thank you so much. Thank you. Thumbs up given to you, my beautiful. Thank you so much, Daviti. Thank you for your amazing support. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me continue. So we have purchases. The pencils will be what? So it can be anything. Okay, it can be t-shirt. It can be bags. It can be pens. It can be books. It can be whatever goods that your company is involved in. Okay, ma'am, listening. Okay, I'm happy you're listening. Daviki TV, I'm happy you're listening. And I really hope you learn something from me, even if you're not a student or even if you are not an accounting or a commercial student. I really hope and pray that you just pick out something from me just for knowledge purpose. Okay, so it can be anything. Okay, I'm just taking pencils. It's not like we just have to deal with pencils. It can be anything your company is involved in. All right, it can be, like I said, it can be dresses, it can be bags, it can be shoes, it can be food, and so on. In most companies, most restaurants, I believe they use this FIFO method. Okay, first in, first out. I believe most restaurants use this, or bakeries as well use this FIFO method. Okay, so like I said, in this video, we are dealing with pencils. Now, look at here. I don't know if you can see very well, but I'm going to be speaking aloud so you can understand. So we have 1st of January 2020, purchases of pencil 400. So on the 1st of January, we bought pencils, all right, 400. And then on the 3rd of January, we bought 200 pencils. Now, the 1st of January, we bought 400 pencils for 200 francs. Now, the currency we are going to be dealing with here, we are going to be dealing with francs, all right? No more dollars. No more dollars. So we are going to be talking about our own francs. Okay, so on the 1st of January, we bought 400 pencils for 200 francs. On the 3rd of January, we bought 200 pencils for 150 francs. On the 5th of January, we bought 50 pencils for 75 francs. Okay, now, we now sold 500 pencils. So you see, these are the purchases, right? We bought on the 1st of January 400 pencils, on the 3rd of January 200 pencils, on the 5th of January 50 pencils. And now it shows that at the end of the day, we sold 500 pencils. Now the question is, or the requirement is, calculate cost of goods sold and ending inventory. All right. Given that we have all of these purchases and we now sold 500 pencils, given that we did all of these purchases in different dates and we now sold 500 pencils, now we are being asked to calculate our cost of goods sold and ending inventory using the FIFO method. Like I said, the FIFO method, FIFO is an abbreviation and it stands for first in, first out. Now, when they talk of first in, first out, what do they mean? It means that the goods that the company manufactures or the good the company purchased, they should sell the one they purchased first before the ones that followed after. Like if I bought something today and I buy another one tomorrow, the ones I bought today will be the goods I will sell first before the ones I will buy tomorrow. All right. Or let me use this example so you can better understand. If I bought something yesterday and I bought another one today, right? And somebody comes to buy, I will first of all sell the one I bought yesterday before I sell the one I bought today. Okay, so that is it. If you're understanding anything or if you're confused at any point, please let me know so I can answer your question. All right, so now we are being given these purchases and we are being said we sold 500 pencils. Now we want to calculate our cost of goods sold. We want to calculate our cost of goods sold using the FIFO method. First in, first out. The goods you bought first or the oldest goods are the one you're going to sell first before the ones that came after. All right. So in this case, this is what we do. Okay, we have okay, I hope you can see me or I hope you can see what I'm writing. So this COGS stands for cost of goods sold. All right. So now this is what we do. Given that we sold 500 pencils, now dealing with first in, first out, this is what we do. We come here on our purchases on the 1st of January, 1st of January, 3rd of January, 5th of January. We know 1st of January comes first, right? 3rd of January comes second, and 5th of January comes the third chronologically. Okay, so what happens on the 1st of January? On the 1st of January, we bought 400 pencils for 200 francs, and we sold 500 pencils. So what will happen is we are going to assume that we sold out these 400 pencils first before any other pencils. All right. So we are on the 1st of January. This happens on the 1st of January, which is the first set of pencils we bought. So we are assuming that we sold 400 pencils out of these 500 first. So what happens now is to calculate our cost of goods sold, we have 400. We have 400 now times the unit price. How much did we buy these 400 pencils? These 400 pencils, we bought it for 200 francs. That is the unit price for one of the pencils we bought. All right. Now, this is the total cost. If you take 400 times 200, you have 80,000 francs, which is the total amount we bought these 400 pencils. Remember that Unit price simply means the price of one pencil or anything one. Unit price means if you bought, let's say you bought 5 bags and they say the 5 bags is uh, uh, let's say 20 francs. Unit price is 20 francs. You know that if you that 5 bags, one of the bags is 20 francs. That's what we mean by unit price. Unit price means the price of one, not the price of everything you bought. All right. Unless they say the total cost or the total amount, that's when you will know that the total amount is the amount of what you bought. But if you hear of unit price simply means it is the price of one. Okay, so the price of one pencil is 200 francs. Okay, so if you take 200 francs times, if you take 400, that's 400 pencils we first bought times 200, which is the unit price, you're going to get. Okay, so now the same thing goes here. On the third, we bought 200 pencils. The unit price is 150. On the fifth, we bought 50 pencils. The unit price is 75 francs. So if you multiply this and this, you get the total cost of 50 pencils. If you multiply 200 times 150, you get the unit price of 200 pencils. Okay, I hope you can understand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Matt, Mary Matt, oh my God, thank you, mommy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Okay. Okay, so now I hope you have understood this so how this total cost is being gotten. Now, to calculate our cost of goods sold, we are assuming that out of this 500 we sold, we are assuming that we first sold the first good we bought, which is 400 pencils. So we are going to take 400 times the unit price, and the unit price is how much? 200. So if you take 400 times 200, you have. Okay, let me just use my calculator. I came ready. So if you take 400 times 200, you have 80,000 francs, and this is our 80,000 francs. Okay, it's not yet done. This is not yet. This is just part of our cost of goods sold. We are not yet through. Remember that we sold 500 pencils, right? And then we have assumed that we sold all of the ones we bought on the first, and which is 400, right? Now, which means that 100 pencils are still remaining that we have to get from here. All right. So what happens? We come here. They say on the third we bought 200 pencils for 150. Now, remember that we sold 500 pencils and we have already assumed to sell all of the 400 on the first. Now, 100 pencils are still remaining that we sold. So we come here and we have 200 pencils. So out of these 200 pencils, we sold 100. Okay, remember that we are following it chronologically. Okay, so the first pencils we bought are the first pencils we are supposed to sell. We sold 500 and we assume that on the first we bought 500. So we bought 400. So the first 400 we have sold it out, and it's remaining 100 to complete the 500 we sold. Okay, so now we have to come here. The second set of pencils we bought on the test, we have to come here and remove that 100. That 100 out of this. How did we get the 100? You simply take the 500 we sold minus this. You are minus this 400. You are going to get 100 pencils still left that we need to calculate. So here you have 200 minus 100. Okay, so you are going to get 100, right? So in this case, we are going to remove 100 out of here. 100 times. Okay, remember that we are taking the 100 out of this 200, and how much this set of 200 pencils, how much was its unit price? Its unit price is 150. The unit price of the set of pencils we bought on the third is 150. We are already done with the first set. Now this is the second set. We want to complete our 500 pencils we sold, and we already assumed to have taken 400 and it's remaining 100 to complete the 500. So we need to come to the second step and remove 100 pencils from here. So 100 now, in this case, we are going to take 100 times 150, because that is the unit price of the set of pencils that were bought on the set. So here we are going to have 100 times 150. 100 times 150, which is equal to 100 times 150, which is equal to 15,000. 100 times 150 is equal to 15,000. So this is, you can see that 100 plus 400 is equal to the 500 pencils we sold. Okay, 100 plus 400 is equal to the 500 pencils we sold, which means that our cost of goods sold, we are done calculating our cost of goods sold. So in this case, our cost of goods sold is equal to this 80,000 plus. So our cost of goods sold now will be this 80,000 plus this 15,000, and we are going to have. So I take 80,000 plus 15,000, 95,000. Okay, so you so you can see our cost of goods sold is 80,000 plus 15,000 is equal to 95,000. Okay, so we are done calculating. This is our cost of goods sold. All right. Now to calculate our ending inventory. I don't know how to do this. I will have to wipe this out. I'll have to wipe this out, guys, because if I do it right down here, you will not be able to see. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is our cost of goods sold, 95,000. I hope you understand how we got the cost of goods sold. So we used this 400 times 200, we had 80,000. We came here and we removed 200 here times the unit price we had of 15,000. So we took that 80,000 plus the 15,000. We now have 95,000. Okay, that is how we got our cost of goods sold using the FIFO method. First in, first out. You sell the one you bought first. Before, I think this method is actually good for everyone. I think this method is actually good for everyone. So because if you're selling something like, let's say you're selling, oh, how do I put it, maybe yogurt that get expired so easily, yeah, so quickly. So I advise you to use this simple method, because when if you buy, let's say yogurt that expires on the, let's say expires on the 15th, and then you bought another one that expires on the let's say on the 30th. I think you should supposed to sell the ones you bought first that expire on the 15th, so that that one should get finished before you get into the one that expires on the 30th. So even food, if you're selling food, the ones you prepared first, I think you should first of all sell it before selling the one you prepared after. I think this method is actually good for like this restaurant people or bakery people that are selling food and so on and so forth, especially goods that expire so quickly. Okay, you know, when you if you have a supplier that you buy from, anytime the supplier brings goods, I believe that the expiring date always differ. Okay, so if you buy the ones you buy first, I believe it will be different from the one you buy like afterwards. Okay, so I'll advise you to always use this method. Okay, if you produce something, I'll advise you to sell it first. The first you produce, I'll advise you to sell it first before selling the other ones, so that it shouldn't get back. All right, that's what we call first in, first out. The one you produce first, maybe you're producing oh, how do I call this? Oh my god, oh my god. Fish pie. Okay. So maybe you're producing fish pie. Diana's beauty. Oh my god, thank you, mommy. Thank you, big sis. Thank you for sharing me out. Thank you for coming in. Okay, if you're producing fish pie, before I get to calculating ending inventory, if you're producing fish pie, I will advise you to use this FIFO method. The fish pie you produce first, you prepare first, please sell it first. Yeah, sell it first before you sell the one you 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 prepare after what, okay, so that it shouldn't get back. Because if you produce fish pie, let's say you produce fish pie yesterday and then you produce another one today, and now you start selling, maybe you sold the one yesterday, it didn't get finished, and today you join it with the one you prepared today, and then you start selling the one you prepared today, and you left the one you prepared yesterday. It makes no sense, because that other the one you prepared yesterday might get back. All right, so I will advise you to sell the ones you prepared first, that's the one you prepared yesterday, before you start selling the one you prepared today, to avoid it, not to get back. All right. So this method is actually good for you. So any business person that is making fish pie, making groundnut, making chin chin, and so on and so forth, I will recommend this method for you. First in, first out. I know some of you are already doing this method without understanding what it was. Some of you were actually practicing this method. I'm very sure of that. Some of you, because I think that's just common sense. That's just common sense. I think some of you are actually into business are actually practicing this FIFO method without understanding that it was the method, without understanding what you are doing. So if you were actually practicing this method, I would tell you you were practicing the FIFO method. Okay, you were practicing the FIFO method without knowing. All right. So without wasting much of your time again, let's get into calculating the ending inventory. Okay, so let's calculate the ending inventory. How do we calculate the ending inventory? Remember that we have sold this 400 already. We have sold 100 out of this 200 already. So if you have 200 pencils and you sell 100, how many are left? 100 are left, right? So we are in this second stage where it's 1st January. We are left with 100 pencils, and then the 5th January we didn't touch the 50 pencils at all. We didn't touch the 50 pencils at all. We only ended here and it was complete 500 pencils sold. Because if you have 400 plus 100 out of here, you have 500, which completed the 500 pencils that were being sold. So we are left here with 100 and we didn't touch this 50 at all. So in this case, to calculate your ending inventory, you come here, 100 pencils were left here unsold, right? So what you do is you take 100 times the unit price, which is 150. So you have 100 times 150. Okay, so if you take 100 times 150, you have 15,000. So if you take 100 times 150, you have 15,000. We are calculating our ending inventory. We are calculating our ending inventory. So we are done with our cost of goods sold, and we are now. Oh my God! Thank you, Big Sis. Thank you so much. Okay. Mary Martin says, I'm here running, but little busy. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Taking out your time to support me. I am so grateful. Thank you to Marviana's Beauty. Thank you too for taking out time to support me, and every other person that is watching me right now. Okay, so let's get into it. So our ending inventory, we remove 100 out of here times the unit price, which is 150 pounds. This is it, 100 times 150. We have how much? 15,000. We come now to the last stage where we had 50 pencils we did not sell. We did not sell these 50 pencils. We did not touch these 50 pencils. But how much is the unit price of this set of pencils? 75 francs. Remember that each set has its own unit price because they are being bought. A coin, it can be there can be a coincidence, okay, where you can actually buy a set of pencils different days with the same unit price, okay. But in this our exercise, the unit prices are different. The set of pencil bought on the first has a different unit price from the set of pencil bought on the third, and also has a different unit price from the set of pencils bought on the fifth, okay. So the set of pencil bought on the third is the unit price is 150, which we had ending inventory, which we had on sold pencils there, which are 100 units. This is the 100 units, and the unit price is 150, and this is if you have calculated it here, and it has given us 15,000. Now we get to the last stage where we have 50 pencils still available unsold. Remember, we are calculating ending inventory, and what did I say about ending inventory? Ending inventory is the inventory of goods, their goods available after the accounting period, after the financial period, where everything has been calculated, okay, where the cost of goods sold has been calculated. Now, the leftover or the goods that are now left after this accounting period is what we call ending inventory. And we said inventory, for those that are coming now, we said inventory are goods that are available for sale, okay, in a very simple way. I don't want to use terms. Inventory or goods, you can call it inventory, you can call it goods. They are goods available for sale, okay. And we talked of cost of goods sold, saying that cost of goods sold is simply the direct cost that is involved in producing those goods that the company are selling. And we talked of it has to do with the cost of raw materials involving in producing those goods. It has to do with the labor, the cost of labor involved in producing those goods. That is what we call cost of goods sold. All right. So we are done already calculating our cost of goods sold for those that are coming now, and we are now calculating our ending inventory. Okay, to continue, we now have the last stage. We have 50 pencils that were not sold that are available. Okay, and the unit price is 75 francs. Remember, we are dealing with francs. Our currency here is francs. We are not talking about dollars. No more dollars. Okay. So in this case, what do? We take 60 times the unit price, which is 75 francs. So we have 50 times the unit price, which is 75 francs. So if you take 50 times 75, what do you have? So let me use my calculator. 50 times 75, we have 3,750 francs. Okay. So if you take 50 pencils times 75. Remember what we said about unit price? Unit price is not the total price of 50 pencils. Unit price is the price of one pencil. I'm using pencils because the goods here involved in this exercise is pencil. We are dealing with pencil. Like I said, a company can be involved in selling bags, dresses, and so on and so forth. But in this exercise, we are talking about pencils. Okay. So unit price is not the total price of 50 pencils. No. When you hear of unit price, it is the price of one pencil. Now, to get the total cost of this pencil, to get how much this pencil costs, you need to take the number of pencils bought times the unit price. When you take these 50 pencils times the unit price, that's the price of one, you are going to get the amount that these 50 pencils cost. All right, the same goes here. This 150 is not the total amount of these 100 pencils. It cannot be, because they say this 150 is unit price. So the unit price of one. So for you to get the total amount that this company bought these 100 pencils, you need to take these 100 pencils times the unit price, which is 150. You are going to get 15,000, which means that the company bought this 100 pencils for 15,000. It can happen in an exercise where, for the students, it can happen in a situation where they will give you such and tell you to calculate. They can tell you, okay, a company bought 100 pencils and the unit price is 150. Calculate the total amount of, or calculate the cost of 100 pencils, or calculate the amount the company bought that 100 pencils. All you need to do is say 100 times the unit price. Take that, the quantity times unit price. Quantity of pencils times unit price, you are going to get the total amount. So that is what we have done here. And the second step is the same. We are going to take our quantity times our unit price, and we are going to get the total amount of these 50 pencils. Okay, so in this case, I have multiplied it using my calculator, and we have 3,750 francs. So you can see here, my network is not the best. Oh my God. Thank you for coming. Please, network, please prepare yourself. I don't have to have problem with you. I beg. Okay. So we are, oh my God. Thank you for coming in. Then, okay, guys, let's continue. I'm sorry for that distraction. Okay, so I've multiplied it using my calculator. So we have 3,750. Now we are done with the exercise. There is no more transactions. This is where we ended on the fifth, right? So there is no more transactions. So in that case, we have calculated our engine inventory. So for us to get now our total empty engine inventory, we need to add this 15,000 plus 3,750. So let me add. After doing the multiplication, we add our total amount to get our engine inventory. So let me add, we are going to have 15,000 plus 3,750. So we are going to have 18,750. So this is it, 18,750. Okay, so this 18,750 is our engine inventory. All right, it's our engine inventory. I don't know if anybody's understanding anything, but so let me know at the comment section if you're picking anything from this video. Okay, so we are done calculating our cost of goods sold, which is 95,000 francs, and now we are done calculating our engine inventory, which is 18,750. For those that are coming now, please, I can't go back to calculate the cost of goods sold, but I will just explain briefly, and you can watch this video again and again and again for the students that really want to understand how cost of goods sold is being calculated using the FIFO method. Okay, so in our next video, I would use the same exercise and I will show you how you can actually calculate the cost of goods sold using the LIFO method, which is last in, first out. LIFO means last in, first out. FIFO means first in, first out. Okay, so for those that are coming now, we calculated our cost of goods sold, given that we have this number of purchases and we sold 500 pencils. What we did was that we assumed that we sold the first 400 pencils for the unit price 200, and then the second set of pencils, when we sold 400 and 100 were remaining. So out of that 100, we need to come get the 100 out of this 200, because this is the second set of pencils that were being bought. Remember, we have sold the first set of pencils already, 400 that were being bought, and the second set of pencils that were being bought are still there, which is 200. Now we need to remove 100 out of this 200. So we took 100 times the unit price, which is 150, and we had it. So that completed our 500 pencils we sold, and then from there we took the amount we multiplied. Okay, we took 400 times 200, we had 80 and 80,000 francs. We took 100 times the unit price 150, we had 15,000 francs, and that is how we added that 80,000 francs plus the 15,000 francs. That is how we got this 95,000 francs. That is our cost of goods sold using the FIFO method, first in, first out. And then this is how we calculated our engine inventory. We came here and we discovered that we were left with 100 pencils unsold, and we were also left again with 50 pencils unsold. So we took now 100 times the unit price. We had, this is 100 times 150. We have 15,000. We came here, 50 pencils were left unsold. We have 50 times the unit price, and the unit price for this set of pencils was 75 francs. So this is it. We had 50 times 75 francs. We had 3,750, and now we added this, and the transaction ended. Okay, had it been the transaction continue, would have still continued until we finish. The transaction now ended, so we need there to calculate our engine inventory. So this is it. We took the amount we multiply here plus the one we multiply here, and we had 18,750, and that is our inventory, ending inventory. And we said ending inventory is good or are good available after the financial period or after the accounting period. All right. I hope even if you're not a student, please, I hope you have understood what ending inventory is. I hope you have understood what inventory is. I hope you have understood what cost of goods sold is. If you're a business person, you just need to understand this term. It will help you. It will help you stand somewhere and talk, and people will think that maybe you have PhD in accounting or you have masters. Maybe you have not seen the forwards of life. Don't get me wrong, but if you're a business person or businesswoman, don't think that education is all about going to class, sit in class and study, pass an exam. No. In situations like this or in occasions like this, watching this kind of video, you can pick out something that you can have a seminar somewhere or a business, a partnership meeting somewhere, and you sit there and talk, and people think that you have gone to school, whereas you haven't done accounting in your life. It's just occasions like this that you get to learn. All right. So cost of goods sold simply the amount or the cost directly involved in those goods that the company produce to sell. Okay. So it has to do with the cost of the materials. If maybe you want to, let's say you want to make fish fry, all the all the money you bought flour, the money you bought oil, the money you bought this and that, and then the labor, or maybe you employ somebody to do such the fish fry for you. All those things put together is what we call cost of goods sold. Okay, and then the inventory is now the fish pie that is now available for you to sell. Okay, now at the end of the day, let's use this. At the end of the day, you at the end of the day you calculated how much you sold that fish pie. Let's say you went out today and you sold that fish pie, and you want to know how much is left. You counted, maybe you had about 90 fish pie. You now sold maybe 50 or 60 fish pie, and 30 are left. Okay, when you come back in the evening and you have calculated everything, that 30 fish pie that is being left, okay, ready for to be sold another day, is what we call ending inventory. I just want to put it in a way you can understand, since if you are not an accounting student or a commercial student, but commercial student understand perfectly well what I talk, what I say, what I mean by financial period or accounting period. All right, so that is just it for today. I really hope you have understood something, guys. Please, when sitting, don't make up. Oh my God, why? Okay, why will it start? Oh my God. Anyway, thank you. Okay, so guys, that is just it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am so excited. Please, if you haven't subscribed, you have come to the end of the video. Okay, so in another video, we are going to be talking about the LIFO method. We are going to use the same exercise, all right, and we are going to deal with the LIFO method. So you see how it's actually different. You see how it's calculated. Yeah, you see, we will no longer start with the first things that are being bought. Okay, with the LIFO method, we are going to start with the last. Okay, anyway, let me not let the cat out of the bag. In the next video, you are going to see how you can actually calculate cost of goods sold using the LIFO method, and you see that it will be different. The cost of goods sold will be different. The amount we will get, the answer we will get will be different from this 95,000 francs. The amount we will get will be different from this 18,750 francs. So when I will come with the next video, I will actually just bring out this amount, so that when we calculate, you will see how it will differ. Okay. So that is it. We have come to the end of this video. But before I end, I want to plead with you. Hi, Christiana. Oh my God, Auntie Christy, Auntie Tiana, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. All right. So, but we have come to the end of the video. Okay, please give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up the host. If you haven't done that, please thumbs up the host. And please subscribe to my channel. If you are watching for the very first time, subscribe to this channel. It's all about educational stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your comments. I want to say the comment, say the comment at the comment section, but you guys are already commenting, so I don't need to say that again. I just need to appreciate you and thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support. All right. So, without wasting much of your time, have a blessed day, stay blessed, and continue waiting for my notifications. All right. Thank you so much, guys, and have a blessed day. We have come to the end of the show. Thank you, Auntie Chrissy. Thank you, Auntie Diana. Thank you, Esther Daniel. Thank you, Dan Pugh. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Thank you for your support. And please do have a blessed day.